Hello, welcome to Chew the Fat. I am your host, Smooth, and today we'll be talking about why Draymond Green is an absolute liability. Right after this. Thank you for joining us today. We appreciate you for being here. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Now that we got the business out the way, let's get into the business you came here for. So we're going to be breaking down the videos and, of course, his latest shenanigans. We are going to cover that first, and we'll have ourselves a little bit of a breakdown. Like to hear it? Here it goes. Yikes. There's the slow-mo again. Ooh, nope, fast-mo. Wow. See that push right there? So he did initiate. All right. So what I'll say about that, right? Before we get into his response, because he did respond to this. His teammates responded. Well, not really, but his coaching staff at least responded to it. It's crazy. Now, a couple things with that fight, right? Draymond Green has a reputation for, dogging out players, particularly young ones. And I know how it goes. I mean, it is what it is. You have to earn your keep and everything. But from what the rumors and everyone who's credible says, he's a little bit excessive with it. I do follow basketball closely, so, I get a lot of this information. I'd study this information. So either way, the fight, as far as that's concerned, he was saying what he was saying, but then Draymond Green decided to approach him and invade his space and made contact. So I could see why the push would be warranted, because at that point, Draymond Green was just doing a little bit too much. Now, with that, once you push somebody, you've initiated a fight pretty much, because if someone pushed me, it's going down. And probably you would agree. Let me know down in the comments below. Secondly, or even thirdly, he had his hands down. That's a no-go. You don't put your hands down after you push somebody. And Draymond Green punched him. I think a push back would have been cool, but that's your teammate. You don't punch him in the face. It's something that should never happen, locker room or otherwise. You know what I mean? In front of other people. And if you feel like you really, really need to fight, then you probably should just go somewhere privately by yourselves and handle it, where there's no people in the way, no cameras filming you, which, people film team practices all the time. And one of the videographers for the team sold the footage to TMZ. That's outrageous, because they probably lost their job, or at least leveraged it. I mean, seriously, they're probably going to lose their job. I'm pretty sure they're going to find out who did it. And if they can't, they may even try to fire the entire video team, which is not fair to me. I don't think it's fair. Let me know what you think about that. And also, if you have any guesses as to what this person got paid from TMZ, leave your comments down below. I'd love to hear what you think. Now, we're going to break a little bit more down about Draymond Green and his history. This isn't his first instance where he's done something really bad. We know that Kevin Durant had a major issue with him that they both spoke about publicly, so that's a fact. And, everyone who heard it was able to hear Draymond Green, according to the people at least up to the third row who witnessed it, that he called him the B word. Now, that's a way to seriously emasculate, embarrass, and just devastate a person when you do that publicly, because now you make it so they have to react. And if you were to ask me, I would absolutely say that that's why, or at least a major contributor to the reason why Kevin Durant left. And they had pretty much an unbeatable team until then. And that is Draymond Green's fault. Surely they were able to do it after him. They are the current defending champions. But to me, this just lets you know that he is a liability. He also called LeBron James the notorious B word, and he gets away with it. He destroys referees. He's able to talk to them in crazy ways, and that's just because they're part of the Golden State Warriors. If this were the Washington Wizards or even like the Sacramento Kings or something, you think that a player from their team would be able to talk to the referees the way he does? Absolutely not. And I will tell you why, because there was some serious backlash when Draymond Green was suspended for the nuts punch that he gave to LeBron James. You know, he got suspended. And we're going to get into this video because this is crazy. I just want you to understand that this is not the first time that this has happened. So we'll go ahead and get to the history of Draymond Green.
I was wrong for my actions that took place on Wednesday, Thursday, Wednesday. What's today? Wednesday. I was wrong for my actions that took place on Wednesday, and for that, I have apologized to my team. I have apologized to Jordan, and I wanted to take that a step further. With the event yesterday, with the video leaking, there is a huge embarrassment that comes with that. Not only for myself as I was the one that committed the action, the embarrassment that comes for me is what it is, and that's something that I have to deal with. But the embarrassment that Jordan has to deal with, and that this team has to deal with, this organization has to deal with, but also Jordan's family. His family saw that video. His mother, his father saw that video. And quite frankly, if my mother saw that video, I know how my mother would feel. I know what her next step would be. And so for that, I apologize to his mother and his father and, his family, his friends that care for him. Because that is a sense of, or a level of embarrassment that they have to deal with too. I apologize to this organization. We just won a championship. In 9 days, 10 days, there will be a ring ceremony. My family will be here. His family will be here. I'm sure they'll be here. And quite frankly, that's an elephant in the room. That's something that, it's weird, and on a night where it should be celebration and love, and it still will be. But there is like this dark cloud in the room, and I caused that, So I apologize to his family and just what they've had to deal with over the course of the last 24 to 48 hours, and I will do what I have to do to make that right. To my family, the things that they've had to deal with. I know, my wife is. She's getting comments like he'll beat you at home and stuff like that, as if, that's the case. And so I apologize to my family as well for what they had to go through. And then most importantly, my brothers on this team who I've apologized to already. But for me, that is the task at hand, to rebuild trust in our locker room, to pull everything back together as it needs to be pulled together in order to compete and defend a championship.
Right to Davis.
I'm not buying it, sir. And I'm going to tell you why. One of the main things about accountability is to not repeat the same offense again. And in Draymond Green's case, again and again and again. There are many people who believe that the Golden State Warriors in 2016 would have won the finals against the Cleveland Cavaliers. But they haven't. That's why they put an asterisk on it, because they say, oh, well, Draymond Green, he was suspended for game 4. Okay, whatever. You know what? I don't think so. In all honesty, I think they would have lost anyway, because at the end of the day, they still had 2 more games at least after that to play and win. So whatever. But either way, if you're going to say that that's the reason they lost, it's all his fault. At least they could have possibly won another game and could have potentially changed the momentum of the game. Either way, it's a great responsibility that you have in your team, and you failed them by missing a day, by getting yourself suspended for doing something reckless, right? He's done it time and time again. This is just how he is. He's a dirty player, very dirty player, one of the dirtiest that I've seen in quite some time, and he gets away with it. He says some horrible things to teammates and opponents, and I don't think that he's worth that much trouble. That's just my personal opinion, but I'll let you be the judge. I'm going to show you a montage of Draymond Green misbehaving, doing things that he obviously knew he did, and denying it.
The floor. Pass to Caruso, back to James, and he's fouled. Goes up the block. This is a huge call, again,
right,
because it will be free throws and possession. As Green picks up his 4th personal.
That's going to be a flagrant.
It's going to be a flagrant, and it shouldn't be, but it will be.
Well, let's bring in Steve Javy and get his thoughts.
That's not a play on the ball.
There's Draymond Green on the drive all the way.
That's just close though.
He said, if you think he's intense now,
that was the double dragon flying knee.
In his college days. Green putting a move on Adams. And he is
Come on, bro. That's just a straight up jump kick, bro. Watch this angle. That is not a basketball move. Look, that is not a basketball move. That is a kick to the nuts. Period.
Of this Western Conference Finals.
Come on.
I didn't know I hit him.
What's that? Is that a basketball play?
Rockets point. Ariza to inbound.
That is not a screen. Screens you do not lead with your elbow. What's this? Are you dancing? That's a takedown. That's another takedown. Look, takedown 1, takedown 2. Look at that. This is not WWE.
I didn't know I hit him.
Yeah.
Shot goes up. Draymond Green just grabs his jersey.
That looks like it was more he just lost his balance because they were locked on.
I don't know how anyone could possibly say, I did that on purpose.
Yeah. And this is his attitude towards most of what he does. He doesn't really hold himself accountable. This was blatant and undeniable, because you can't say you threw a punch to someone's face by mistake. And now he wants to apologize to the family and his family and teammates and all that. Whatever, dude. At the same time, you were driving teammates away. You make it hard to play with you. You were not Steph Curry. You were not Klay Thompson. And pretty soon you will not be Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole, to me, is on his way to be a shining star, possibly an all-star, right? And he's probably going to be their number 3. And Draymond Green, in my opinion, can't stand it. And he wants to let him know, you will never be number 3. And this is just one way that he would execute his plan to keep him at bay, in my personal opinion. I'd love to know what you guys think. Maybe you disagree. Maybe you feel like I don't know what I'm talking about, and that's cool too. Let me know what you think at the bottom, and I will respond to as many as possible. But until next time, stay hungry, my friends. Never thirsty.